Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So the next character we're looking at is Jimbei. Now he's a character that I ranked, rank E, almost at the bottom. And that was just because I feel like he was a little frustrating to use in terms of his combos and stuff like that, because I feel like he's just really slow. However, I've been playtesting him a little bit, and we're going to obviously take him into the True Power Wars as per usual. And honestly, Jimbei is a character that he's very slow, but he has a lot of power. So now we're gonna see if that makes up for no air combos and a lot of his slow like wind-ups and everything. So this is build I got obviously the new skills that we got from the soul map: hero strength, cheat def, online attack enhancement. Obviously you could take out like online and probably put like tenacity and undying if you really want to, like, you know, make sure you don't die. But we're going full offense and not care about any defense, right? The best offense, or the best defense is the best offense, right? Or whatever the saying is. I probably butchered it. But I feel like the thing with Jimbei is, like, you could probably put something like tenacity, or, you know, like Herculean strength is also pretty good. But you could probably put like tenacity, because I feel like the main issue with Jimbei is his, which you'll probably see. I'm not gonna aim to sabotage Jimbei though, don't worry. I do think he's similar to Kid, where like they kind of like, Kid has to build up with his like metal stuff, but Jimbei is just, he has like kind of just like a very slow animations. But overall, I do think he is a very powerful character. Like in terms of like his actual power, I feel like he has just in general, like he just does a lot of damage, right? But he's also an interesting character because he's a character that they like kind of want you to play him ranged. This is the way they describe him. Is like, oh, play range, then go in afterwards, right? Because a lot of his combo strings actually kind of lend themselves to be like range, right? You see a little bit of what I'm saying, right? Like he has kind of really like slow build up, and you can argue like maybe we could put tenacity on him. But yeah, see, he has a lot of ranged attacks, so you can even like say, like, you know, potentially. Which is weird because the way they describe it is like, do the range attacks and then move in with your martial arts to basically defeat them, right? Let's see, my goal right now is to see if, well, one, stop getting juggled, but two, if we can get, well, yeah, let's just get Crocodile out of here. Honestly, I feel like restarting because I do not, oh my god, just barely. Okay. The reason I quit wasn't because Jimbei was performing bad or anything. I quit because I cannot stand having Drake, to be honest. Like, Drake is such a annoying character to, like, to deal with on your team. He's strong, but I just feel like he's really annoying to deal with when you're trying to, like he probably could have finished off Crocodile on his own, but like the fact that he was just in the way, like I was just trying to finish him. See, this is what I'm talking about with Jimbei, where it just feels like sometimes if you have like a Logia or like a character that's just, you know, has a lot of like tools to their kit, they can keep Jimbei at bay and like just move him away, right? Or like just interrupt a lot of his like combos. But again, good guard damage, good actual damage. But no, yeah, I didn't quit out of frustration for Jimbei. I almost wanted to play comedic, but it was just really because of Drake. Yeah, like look at his guard damage. Like he literally just my vanilla combo. Like just pressing square, he does that. So Crocodile should be dead here. We also have a better set of people to help us here. We have Kuzan and Kid. So actually, you can probably obviously maybe get examples of Kid. But no, I think Jimbei's gonna look a lot better. I think instead of rank E, I might rank him maybe C minimum. I don't think he's like B or A tier though. Jimbei does have a lot of power again. But like I said, they kind of want you to play him weird, like in a weird way. It's like range, because this is like a range of attack, right? And you could combo into that with the triangle. So they do want you to play a certain way with Jimbei. Obviously, most characters have their own gimmick. It is just funny because like Jimbei is very like, he's not. When I think of him, I don't think range, right? Because he's such a stoic big guy. Okay, well, who's also in love, I guess. Alright, this might kill her. I think it should finish her off. Just barely. Cause I wanted to wait to break her guard, but if her guard was broken, it definitely would have killed her. So he has this special that I feel like if you land it is good. It's just a little finicky. It's easier to land than like a character like, let's say, Katakuri. That was a nice Shoryuken from him. What the? Surprised Mihawk is still alive. Okay. Oh, I'm locked onto Buggy, sure. Yeah, that was a nice. Look at that! Look at that form. But yeah, you can see what I mean about Jimbei's like shortcomings, right? That's why obviously if you want to run him, I do think Tenacity could be a good way to go, because he just has a lot of slow build up. Obviously it gets faster when you go into full force burst. And maybe I'll try and run him with Tenacity after this and like compare the speed times or whatever. We got both of them. Alright, so we should be doing a ton of damage because we have cheap def and everything active now. But like I said, his air combo, this is air square, he doesn't do anything, but his dive kick is pretty cool. Jimbei just feels like a fighting game character, if that makes any sense. I got a Shoryuken. Look at that. Look at that form. But here's a good test because obviously we have all these characters and all of them are pretty toxic, right? Like with the gravity, with the Logia forms. But I think we might. Wow, that's actually pretty impressive. Like I said, I do think Jimbei's. I want to get that health, but I'll probably just take it out, unless we're dying, right? But no, I know obviously people would say like, oh, run Indomitable Spirit, run whatever, but I don't know. Kind of like the risk factor of running it like a pure offensive build. Okay, one shot Garp pretty much. This one is also powerful. Yeah, look at that. He's again. Well, his cape is just, you know, nice. But yeah, like I mentioned, I pretty much mentioned this at the beginning of the video. I think Jimbei just has a lot of power. Like, there's no arguing that, I feel. But yeah, there's another range attack that he has. Okay, everyone's just talking. There we go. But yeah, they want you to play Jimbei as like a ranged character and then move in for the kill, pretty much, right? Because this triangle also kind of runs into that. Like if you want to like run into like the what is it, the shark brick fist, whatever. Gotta move out because that could kill me, but. I think this should kill both of them. Now I'll probably take the health. Or no one was in range, I guess. Nice. Yeah, I think the biggest thing about Jimbei that makes him like stand out is just his pure offensive damage and his special attack damage. Yeah, like that damage is actually like rather impressive. This is also a good combo string, does a lot of damage, and then you could combo it into his triangle. There's a fourth combo string, I think? By the way, shout out Ivankov, man. Seeing Ivankov after like the recent chapter is actually like kind of surreal. I mean, if you know, you know. This might kill. I think either this one. Or who knocked him out of? Okay, well, nice. Someone knocked him out of it. I think this might be his strong. It feels like his most damaging attack. God, I hate Blackbeard. Blackbeard's a funny character to go up against. Either you have a good time or you just get annoyed with him. Alright, this should kill both of them. See, the good thing about this technique, as opposed to, like... The reason why, like... Even though Katakuri has a worse special attack, because I think that's a much better version of what Katakuri's, like, Buzz Cut Mochi tries to be, is because it actually, like, it like, has an AoE effect. I feel like with the Buzz Cut Mochi, you have to grab someone, right? Like, you have to grab someone at the end of it for it to, like, kind of kick in, right? Yeah, that special attack one-shot at Ace. Yeah, I think I was wrong about Jimbei. I don't think he's anywhere near the bottom. But I do think he's still kind of mid, right? I think the bad parts about him get balanced out by his just overall power, if that makes sense. Which I hope it does. Yeah, I am gonna have to pick up health here though, because I'll just be by it because okay, now I'm picking it up now because what's his face? Sengoku is ignorant. I do think like the negatives he has gets balanced out by everything. Well, we're back to yellow, but I think this should be able to kill multiple people if we catch them in. Okay, we got kind of the most. Okay, oh yeah, because Sabo's still in his. Unfortunately, he's in his. This should be fine though. This should probably kill like 3 of them. They're all pretty close. Okay, they're pretty annoying. And then Sengoku's like at a smidge. If Shanks could let me. Okay, bro. Really? Okay. Well, this is a beam kind of attack, so it can go through and hit Shanks too. Well, did it? I think it did a little bit. But yeah, I think what I mean by him getting balanced out, essentially, is that I think like his combo game is not the greatest. Even though it has good power, I just feel like when it comes to his power and his speed is what kind of gets me. Like his speed, when it comes to in between, like basically the build-up of the strings, they're really, really slow. And as you see here, I think the main issue, which obviously like, you know, I could try and run it again, which I might just to be fair. You can run it again with, you know, the tenacity to make sure you don't flinch, right? Because, like I said, I feel like his main thing is that when he flinches and you can't get his combos off, it's just like every character, you just get juggled in the air, right? His actual speed isn't that bad, I guess, for clear time, because like I said, he's just really strong. Because he actually he only is like, what, 30 plus seconds slower than Smoker's run. But I felt like in the Smoker run, it was obviously like he felt more, what's the right word? Like he felt more, like less of a danger, right? With Jimbei, it was like, I'm in danger, but I also got to be careful and, you know, kind of be wary and mainly use my super attacks. So the next run, I'm going to be using maybe like Tenacity and then also Super Attack Enhancement. Because I feel like his super attacks are just extremely strong. So this is the new build frame. I'm probably just going to cut to maybe some like key moments or the ending just to see if we did it faster. Because obviously you get just all mid. So let's see how he looks with Tenacity and Special Move. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this at least beginning part in because this does like feel better. Like obviously that was a powerful attack that made us like flinch. But like I feel unfortunately Flamingo's aura, like his full force burst whatever, blasted us to the point where we weren't able to grab Crocodile before he went into his lower gear form, but as you see already, we're not getting as juggled as we were. Yeah, I feel like I had a much easier time with this build. I mean, as you see right here, like I kind of, like I said, I really didn't talk for the most part because I kind of didn't want to regurgitate the same points. But to close out the video, overall, I do think it was a much easier time. But I feel like it's the same. I feel like kind of the same. Like maybe slight. Wow, we hit Shanks, but didn't hit him. He just flew up into the air. Okay, Shanks, enough. Hit him with my ass. So, alright, that's enough with Jimbei. I know I usually don't do like multiple attempts, but I feel like with Jimbei, I really, just to be fair, because I don't want to be, when I make these videos, that's not for me to bash on characters, unless you're beige. But even with that, I tried to give him an honest look. And for me, he's just not fun. So I did want to give Jimbei a proper shot and try out the build that I was mentioning where like you give him tenacity and stuff like that. And Jimbei is better with, like, I do think it's not, I don't think it's a requirement, but I do think, like, I left the beginning portion and I left the, pretty much like the end half, right? And look at that, he cleared this actually quicker than Smoker. So I know you're probably thinking, oh, well, doesn't that make him better? I think when I play a Muso game, it's based on the feel of the character, and Smoker just felt like, and how quickly you can, or not how quickly, but like how, like crowd control and all that stuff. I just feel personally that like Smoker feels better. Like he just feels better to play, and like the Logia form, air combos, really strong guard break and all that stuff. So I could have maybe even gone quicker if I do like an air build potentially, but Jimbei actually ranked with a C, so I beat up a lot of fodder that I didn't even realize, right? But I think the main thing why I probably go from E to maybe C, or even I'll probably put Jimbei in B tier. I think moving him up from E to B is proper. I feel like that's not a bad place. I feel like most people will probably don't like not mind that, I would hope, because I do think not having air combos is a pretty, you know, negative. His air combos, they don't, or like his air attacks, they don't do much. The special attack enhancement, I feel like in a way it made him feel more powerful, but at the same time felt a little less powerful because the on-land attack enhancement, I don't think that applies to specials. It could, I'm not exactly sure, but that was at level 5 and I felt like it did apply to my specials because I felt like I was hitting people way harder. But regardless, so it didn't change much of his specials when I put special move enhancement. But overall, like, I do think tenacity did help him a lot because I flinched a lot less. And that's the biggest critique that I can have with Jimbei is, I guess, like, he almost needs tenacity to help him, like, do his combos without getting kind of, like, juggled, right? So I think overall, though, I was wrong about Jimbei. I think I will still, like, admit that. I do think maybe ranking him from E was a bit harsh. But I think I'd probably move him from E to at least like bottom B tier or like mid B tier. I think he's pretty good. He did clear the stage 30 seconds faster and I think defeated more enemies than Smoker. But I do think Smoker as a package is just overall stronger. So without that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Make sure you leave a comment what you think about Jimbei. Is it your favorite character? Do you think I probably rate him as B tier now? Or for you, is he like S tier, you know, top 5, whatever? Let me know that in the comment section down below. Make sure you leave a like. It really does help me out. Make, like, the like goal for this video will probably be like 30. And subscribe to the channel if you're new, because obviously we're going to keep on going with the content. And moving on from that, obviously when we get Uta information and the new, you know, character packs coming out, I'll make sure to give my thoughts and be on there day 1 to do a proper showcase of all of the characters. So with that being said, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.